What was your favorite Ask Lovecraft question?
I don't. That's very hard. I've not gone through my my retinue a whole bunch. There was a series of weird questions. Essentially, there's a writer, Carol Rondeau, who has sent me a few questions that I've answered, and then she, I think, has a friend who has picked up on that and now keeps asking me like, "Oh, is something going on, Mr. Lovecraft, between you and Miss Rondeau? Ooh, are there wedding bells?" And so that's been fun to kind of play with. But I love answering questions that people are like, they're genuinely like, this is a problem I'm having. Like, you know, like, what do I do about my neighbors? Like, oh, you know, I need help weeding. I find that's a lot of fun. When people actually ask questions about Lovecraft, like, oh, when you wrote this story, what do you think? I'm like, I don't know, I guess it was great. I'm not a Lovecraft scholar. I'm a dopey Canadian actor. You know, like I've read a good deal of Lovecraft. I'm very fortunate to live in Toronto, where we have an amazing science fiction reference library, the Merrill Collection, which has a whole bunch of the bound editions of the letters, and they edit S.T. Joshi's annotated letters, and they were a huge resource. Although listening to or reading Howard Lovecraft and Robert E. Howard discuss like ethnic migrations into England at just the most racist and long-winded terms was stultifying, but very educational. You'll hear a lot about how slavery was bad. Well, my family had slaves and they were great. So thanks, Robert. That's great. That's really what I want to hear. Now, folks, I guess I have a question for you. How do folks find out about Ask Lovecraft? Or is this your first time seeing me here, or do you know me from YouTube? Or yes?
We found you on YouTube and you answered one of our questions.
Oh, which question was that? I hope it wasn't too invasive.
Should we have children in this day and age or something like that?
Oh yes, I hope I helped you in that regard. So. See, those are the stuff I love. Those sort of personal, like, you know, questions that are ridiculous to ask Lovecraft. You know, these sort of like what should I major in? Well, I'll tell you what you should major in. You know? That's where the fun is. You know, I really, you know, I envisioned this at this sort of bizarre little sort of comedy spot, and so it is it's intimidating when people sort of expect a real Lovecraft on the other end, which I guess I should have expected. I had to do a 30-minute interview with Mike Davis, Joe Pulver, and Willem Pugmire in character, where they just grilled me. And they were just like, when you wrote this story, what were you thinking? I'm like, well, it was a long time ago, and the animation process has sort of addled my mind, so I don't really know. I use that one a lot, whenever anyone's just like, now you said here this, but now you said this. I'm like, reanimated?